It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the Cowboys, bruising running back, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Cowboys and the Panthers, and it's all up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you the Cowboys offense ready to get things started. The #1 team in the NFC to this point in the season. And all eyes on this man, their star running back. He had the game to end all games last week, did he not? I mean, every time we looked up, it seemed like he was in the end zone.
And let's face it, I didn't want to look up. I was enjoying what I was seeing on the field. Now, it's highly unlikely that he does it again, that type of a game, but maybe a couple of touchdowns? I think that's within reach.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah! Here we go!
They'll keep it on the ground. Staley, they'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They'll run on first down. Staley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
They'll keep it on the ground. Staley fights him off, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Cowboys at 11-2 now, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Up the middle they go. Staley, and bulldozing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first down, Staley. 20. And just shutting him off there. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. He went over 100 yards a week ago, and with that run, he does it again.
He's an absolute horse, a guy that eats carries. And what I mean by that, the more you hand it to him, the more the production you're going to get. A big-time performer.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, fair to say they've got... Prescott to throw it. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Russell Gage, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns.
Yeah! There we go! I take...
Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Prescott from the gun. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. To throw is Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Ferguson. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. To the air again, Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Here we go. What do you think?
They'll keep it on the ground. Staley, he can't get him down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Yeah. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Staley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Staley. Down to about the 37.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
There he goes again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Cowboys have got it on cruise control. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great... They'll start on the ground here on first down. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground. That last run going to move him over 200 yards rushing now in this game alone.
Here we go. What do you think?
Right back to him on first down. And he's got some space here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 234 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a give right side. Staley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Fights free at the... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Cowboys stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out.
Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in
Yeah! What do you think?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Staley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.